Hong Kong.
India.
No, not really.
No, I don't think it fully summarizes it. Home is Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
I've had a couple different homes, so home is like changed for me. It's not necessarily where I live.
My younger, naive self.
Who I was in elementary and middle school, and I'm like, God, I hated that guy. He was so cringe. I love being a part of a city where everything is happening all of the time.
No one else in the world can say that they've had the same experiences as the memories that we've made growing up here in Hong Kong.
It's like a double-edged sword in that it's great to always aspire for more, but sometimes the culture of not just the school but Hong Kong can get intoxicating.
Like I wasn't Hong Kong enough or not like American enough. I never really felt like I fit in anywhere, and I don't really feel totally like I belong here. I don't really know what it's like to be anybody else besides the person that I've been here in Hong Kong. Like I've walked the same streets, I've taken the school bus, I've done all these things. I say hi to my security guards. Hong Kong definitely has some drawbacks. It's also this very turbulent place where things are constantly changing. I remember when the protests started in 2014, the umbrella movement. And so I think that kind of changed my perception, because I realized that Hong Kong is not just like the city that I'm living in.
Changed my perception of Hong Kong is that underneath all of the glamour and the power, the wealth, the fame, all of that, I forgot that there was still a real soul to the city. But I see myself mirrored in Hong Kong. I hold a lot of the same attitudes, and
I would like to think that I'm a very positive person. I tend to keep an optimistic attitude, and I think Hong Kong can also be described as positive.
I think Hong Kong is a very well-refined city, and I noticed this more and more about myself, that I come across that way.
I think growth is natural, of course, and it comes with life. It has shaped me into the person I am today.
This area where the rocks, they're like big bouldering rocks, right where the waves are crashing onto the shore. It's a very natural place, right? And it's sort of a rugged place. The first time I was there was no one else there. And each time that I went, there were more and more people. And then by the end, it started being a really big location for wedding shoots, and there were always bridal couples there. Cameras set up in a way that you would never expect at that place. It represents a lot of what it is, and that Hong Kong is, like I was saying before, it's everything all of the time.
Its future isn't really set in stone. And
that sort of eternal drive. I've gotten it from the people of Hong Kong. I've gotten it from the institutions of Hong Kong.
Dear Hong Kong,
To Hong Kong,
you've been my home for 18 years, and the words that I want to tell you are thank you, because, well, you're all I've ever known, and honestly, I'm not ready to leave, because, like I said, this is all I've ever known, and I've never lived anywhere else. And I know the people here, I know the places, I've swam in your oceans, I've hiked your mountains, I've explored your hills, I've climbed your skyscrapers. And in so many ways, you have defined the person that I am today.
You never cease to amaze me. A place like Hong Kong, with an endless stream of activity, people, places, as varied as the demographics of the city itself.
I do not think that I would have become the person I am if I had not lived here. You are where the people that I love are, and where I've met so many amazing people, where I've been able to actually leave something behind and make an impact here too.
Though many say, and I unfortunately believe, that Hong Kong will not be the same place that it is now in the next 10, 20 years, please remember what made Hong Kong so great.
You're not perfect in many ways, but I believe that the people make this place so wonderful, and if the people here can continue to have hope and share their love and remain empathetic to each other, I think, and be compassionate, I think that this place can continue to be that shining beacon that I've always felt and known it to be.
I think people like myself who have been fortunate enough to experience it always will, and we will always aspire for that sort of Hong Kong.
I think, honestly, no bias aside, I think you are like the best place ever. I will never forget you. I can't wait to come back and visit, and I'm very sorry to leave you, but thank you for all that you've done for me.
Thank you for all that you've given me. I hope that you will be able to retain the same sort of characteristics that I so much appreciate about Hong Kong.
I'll never forget it.